What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioWest 3 Raw TV. I want to share with you guys something I just saw on TV. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about kids because I don't have kids and I don't really pay attention to it because why the fuck do I need to know about it? I don't have them, I'm not going to have them, fuck it. But I'm starting to understand why many of the kids act the way they do nowadays and why some of their fucking role models that they have should not be fucking role models. How the fuck these people, I don't get it. So I was watching this interview with this rapper and I'd actually never seen this guy before. I don't know who the fuck he is. I do listen to rap, but it's like Tupac, Biggie, fucking Kanye, Jay-Z, shit like that, right? This guy, I'd never seen him before. And he's doing an interview like he's like, I don't even know, maybe he is a big rapper, but I don't know who the fuck he is. And he's sitting there, and the guy was like, he's telling the fucking guy in the interview, he's like, you know, I had some really scarring things happen to me as a kid. And I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna get deep. You know, he had fucking abuse and fucking, you know, he had to, you know, kill someone to get away. Something like, you know, was gonna be like bad, right? He goes, yeah, well, there was this time when I was in high school. I said, okay, cool. High school. Was there a fucking fight? Was there, like, what the fuck happened? I don't have no idea. He said, I went behind the school, behind a dumpster, and I started tagging the building. I was spray painting the building. He goes, and I got caught. And instead of just giving me detention, they called the school police, like the school security. He goes, and I felt like a criminal. He goes, because they didn't just give me detention. They wrote like a police report. They wrote me up. And, you know, because of that, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that I have become a criminal and went to jail. And I was like, self-fulfilling prophecy? What the fuck is this guy talking about? He's like, I think what happened was when they rolled up and they saw my hair and the way I was dressed, they automatically thought I was like a criminal. So they treated me as such. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Is he that delusional? Is he that out of fucking touch with reality that he thinks that his hair and the way he dressed got him, first of all, not arrested, okay, but written up by the school security guy? That makes you a fucking criminal? Makes you feel like a criminal? Well, guess what? Having that security guy, police guy, whatever they're writing, it's supposed to make you feel like a fucking criminal so you don't like the feeling and then you don't do criminal activities and go to fucking jail. It's called a deterrent. It's supposed to stop you from doing that shit. And what I find interesting is you're defacing public property. It's a public school system that you said you were at. You're defacing public property, which is a fucking crime. Now you're like a teenager, so they can't charge you with it. So they do what they can. So let me get this straight. You committed a fucking crime. It's not like you cut school and they like found out and they're going to give you detention or you didn't do your homework. You were defacing fucking school property. You got caught and they just basically wrote you up to make a record of it. So that, you know, you do some other shit like that, you're probably going to get expelled. Okay? No jail time, no fucking handcuffs, no nothing. You got a write-up. And by getting a write-up by a fucking school security guard or he said a school police officer. I'm thinking it's a fucking security guard. And by this happening, it sent you down a trajectory to doing bad things and going to jail. Actually, you're already doing bad things as a teenager. So, I mean, you're already, like, not saying I didn't fucking spray paint shit as a kid. I absolutely did. I remember this one time. This is so fucking stupid. Me and my buddies got Kansas spray paint. We went to what we thought was like this skateboard park. We thought we found it. It was like across the street from this fucking house. And it was by itself in this. We spray painted the shit out of the thing. Our names. We fucking made the little rat bones from Powell Peralta on there and shit. And my mom, we get home, my mom's like, fucking, what do you got paint delivery? So we're spray painting this fucking skate ramp. She goes, what skate ramp? I said, it's a skate park. She goes, where? I said, it's down the street around things. So she goes down there with it. She goes, it's the fucking sewer system. It's the city fucking sewer system. Get your shit and get home right now. If anybody fucking saw this and they can fucking identify you, you're fucked. This is public property. And we did it, right? But I also understood after I did it, I was fucked. If the cops came, I was fucked because I did something that I wasn't aware of. This kid was painting his fucking school. He went and painted his fucking school or tagging it, which is fucking graffiti, right? Which, don't get me wrong, I actually like the look of most graffiti. I actually think it's really cool. And I think, you know, in some cases it even fucking spices the area up, to be totally honest with you. But, you know, it boggles my mind. These are people who kids look up to. So now these kids are like, yeah, he was treated like a criminal, so that made him a criminal. So when I go to school, if the teacher tells me no, it's going to make me feel like I'm inferior, and that's going to lead me down the fucking road of being inferior. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, how the fuck did this get twisted? And I'm watching this guy interviewing this dude on TV, and he's like, interesting, yeah, I can see that. I'm like, you can see what, motherfucker? You're like 65 years old. This dude's like fucking 18 talking to you, right? You're 65. You can see that, motherfucker? If you were being 65, if you would spray paint that shit in school, the principal actually would have beaten your ass back then. They don't do it when I was a kid, but when you were a kid, you get the shit beat out of you. The fucking nuns used to crack you in the knuckles with rulers and shit. Don't give me this shit that you could, oh yeah, I could see that. I can understand. Get the fuck out of here. What is wrong with you? It blows my fucking mind, the bullshit. Rather than saying, I did fucking something stupid, I got caught. And not then, because you're a kid. You're stupid as a kid. But when you're older, you say, I did this. I got caught. I was fucking stupid. I got written up. It was a bad time of my life. I shouldn't have been doing shit like that. But as I grew older, I realized that's not who I wanted to be. I didn't want to be a criminal. That motherfucker on TV still had the choice to not be a criminal the day after he got caught. The day of that he got caught. The very next second, he could say, I don't want to be a criminal. I'm done. I'm not doing any of this. And not doing that shit again. But instead, that is the excuse that led him to avoid a life of crime down the road that eventually he was able to become a rapper with it. But had he not, he'd still be doing crimes and still be fucked up. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I guess, you know, I just kind of focus on my thing. I don't pay attention to what else is going on around there. I listen to people around me. I listen to my friends. People that I don't know, you know, like on TV and stuff. I don't really tune in to see what the fuck is going on. If I don't know who they are, I'm not interested in it. But I'm like, well, this is the problem. Like, this is the big problem. And the big problem is telling kids it's okay to do shit that is even illegal. And if you're caught, that they should treat you a certain way so you don't feel like a criminal. Last time I checked, committing a crime makes you a criminal. Whether you're arrested or not, it makes you a fucking criminal. BuyHouseTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.buyhousetraining.com is a blog. It's a fucking non-criminal bicep, and we're out.